This is the story of Walt Kowalski, a gruff, recently widowed Korean War veteran living alone in Detroit. His prized possession is a meticulously maintained 1972 Ford Gran Torino. Walt's working-class white neighborhood has changed. It is now home to poor Asian immigrants, and gang violence is rampant. Walt is isolated, constantly disappointed by his own detached family. His life is rigidly controlled, defined by his prejudices and his military service, of which he keeps only his Silver Star Medal. He tries to keep a young priest, Father Janovich, at arm's length, dismissing the inexperienced man's attempts at connection. Walt is suffering from a bad cough, sometimes coughing up blood, a secret he keeps hidden. Next door lives the Thao Vang Lor family. Walt wants nothing to do with them. The central conflict begins when Thao Vang Lor, a shy teenager from the Hmong family, attempts to steal Walt's Gran Torino. Thao is being coerced into this by his violent cousin, Spider, and the local Hmong gang as an initiation rite. Walt catches Thao in his garage, confronts him with a rifle, but ultimately lets him go. The furious gang later attacks Thao. In a flash of raw military instinct, Walt confronts the entire gang with his rifle and chases them off his property. This singular act of defiance instantly earns him the deep respect of the entire Hmong community, who immediately bring him gifts as a show of gratitude. Walt tells Tao's sister, Sue, that he just wants to be left alone. As penance for the attempted theft, Tao's mother insists he work for Walt. The old man puts Tao to work doing odd jobs. This forced proximity slowly breaks down Walt's walls, turning grudging irritation into a fragile, mutual respect. Sue, Tao's smart and outgoing sister, bridges the gap. She introduces Walt to her family's Hmong culture and traditions. Despite his ingrained prejudices, Walt finds himself feeling welcome and respected by the Vang Lor family, a feeling his own family never provided. A local Hmong shaman sees Walt's deep regret over a mistake made long ago in his life. Walt takes Tao under his wing, mentoring him and helping him land a proper construction job. He even rescues Sue from 3 African-American gangsters, using his fierce presence and intimidation skills. However, the gang does not stop. They find Tao on his way home from work and assault him again. Walt, seeing Tao's injuries, retaliates by visiting the gang's house and attacking a gang member in return. The gang responds with brutal, decisive violence. They perform a drive-by, shooting on the Vang Lor home, injuring Tao, and then kidnap and sexually assault his sister, Sue. With no witnesses and the gang refusing to cooperate, the police can do nothing. The next day, a broken and enraged Tao begs Walt to help him execute revenge. Walt, seeing the violence he has provoked, knows he must act alone. Walt begins making his final preparations. He buys a suit, gets a haircut, and, most surprisingly, he finally makes a full confession to Father Janovich. When Tao returns, Walt takes him to the basement. He gives Tao his treasured Silver Star Medal, then locks him in. Walt tells Tao he is haunted by the experience of killing during the war, and he insists Tao must never carry that burden. Walt goes to the gang members' house alone. He loudly confronts them, drawing the attention of the neighbors. The community is now his witness. He puts a cigarette in his mouth and asks for a light. He then puts his hand in his jacket and slowly pulls it out, mimicking a gun. The gang members, terrified and provoked, open fire, shooting Walt and killing him instantly. As Walt falls to the ground, his hand opens, revealing he was unarmed. He held only his army lighter. His death was a deliberate, final sacrifice to ensure the gang would be arrested and prosecuted for murder, achieving justice without making Tao a killer. At Walt's funeral, his final will is read. To his own family's great surprise, Walt leaves them nothing. His house goes to the church, and his beloved Ford Gran Torino is left to Tao, with one condition. Tao must promise not to modify it. The film ends with Tao driving the Gran Torino along the Lakeshore Drive, with Walt's dog, Daisy, riding beside him. Walt's prized possession and his memory have been passed to the person he chose to save.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, drop a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe if you haven't already. Your support means everything.